please make sure you enjoy yourself, but also have a safe and relaxing weekend as well, so you can watch next week when it's not the holiday weekend. Tonight I'm lucky enough to have fellow Waterbury Chamber of Commerce member Ralph DeRienz. Ralph is the president of Dietersedge, which is a unique weight loss company, and I'm going to turn it over to Ralph right away because he has an interesting story to share with the viewers, and he actually has results, and we'll follow up with certain questions, and I'm very, very excited. Ralph, thank you very much for coming on.
I appreciate it, Peter. Thank you so much. I really do.
Take it away. Tell us your story.
7 years ago, at the age of 58 years old, I finally was able to find the secret for losing weight for me. Growing up as an overweight kid, always wanted to lose weight, tried every possible diet in the world, and nothing ever worked for me. You'd lose a few pounds, you put a few pounds back on, and my biggest weight, I got to about 260 pounds. This was a photograph, and the photograph that I use on my business card, actually, it was taken by Tom Kabelka from the Waterbury Republican-American, and it was featured, it was a centerfold article, actually, for an article called The Biggest Losers, and they had picked 10 people for this article 4 years ago, and I just barely made the cut. Everyone else in the article had lost much more weight than I did, some through bariatric surgery, some with diet, but I again just barely made it. I was the one with the least amount of weight loss, and it's a picture that I really think a lot about, and it's a picture that I have on my business card.
Well, you actually have the pants. I don't know if we can get a good shot of it, but Ralph, if you show it, this is actual proof.
We'll give it a try.
These are the pants in the picture. And it looks like I get at least 2 of you, Ralph, in there, if not 3.
I don't know. Wrong side.
Go on the other side there.
Okay.
Hey, that's a better contrast.
There you go.
What size are those pants?
These were size 42s. And actually, today I wear jeans are 32, dress pants are probably 33, 34. So it's really it amounts to about 10 pounds per pant size for me when you look at jeans and so on. But this is the way I used to look. And today I'm 64 years old, and again I'm in much better health than I ever have been before in my life. And that's what I try to teach the people that I work with, is that it's not about losing weight. Just losing weight is not a goal. The goal for most people should be to improve your health. You don't have to get back into your high school jeans. What you have to do is simply improve your health, and that can be as little as 10 or 15 or 20 pounds, and your blood pressure's down, your sugar goes down, and there are just so many different things that happen with a small amount of weight loss. And the thing is, for most of us most of the baby boomers, again, are carrying around an extra 25, 30 pounds. And if you just lose that, you'd be surprised how much better you feel and how much better your doctor, and your doctor's going to be very, very happy with you.
Well, Ralph, I'm not sure how your program works. Is it a lot of mental? Is it a lot of physical exercise? Is it a strict calorie program? How does your program achieve the results we see in front of us?
The program is really based on 3 things. It's based on good nutrition, number 1, and you try to get the most bang for your buck. It's eating 5 times a day. You're eating salmon, you're eating yogurt, you're eating salads, you're eating nuts, all the good stuff. Whole grain breads, whole grain cereals. So the first thing I teach people is good nutrition, number 1. Number 2, it's portion size. And we all know that portion size is probably the critical thing for most people. You don't get a steak that's this big and say that's a portion. It's not. 3 or 4 ounces of protein is all you need at a meal, some vegetables, some grain, some whole grain of some kind, brown rice or even white rice, doesn't make any difference. But that's the second part of the program, is really teaching people what a portion is like. And I provide a scale, a kitchen scale. I provide various things for people to use as they go about their weight loss. The third part is lifestyle. And that's probably one of the most important of all. Once you lose weight, we've all done it before. Anyone who's been heavy in their life knows that once you lose weight, you're constantly in fear of putting the weight back on. And most people do. I think the statistics are 85 to 90% of the people that lose weight put it back on. And the reason why is they haven't changed their lifestyle. Diets have an end. You start a diet, and then when you get to where you're going, it's the end. And the thing is, what I teach is there's no end to what I do. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. And again, should you just say, I'm going back to eating the way I was before, you're going right back to the way you were. And I tell my clients that, you know, you'll be back here in 2 years if you don't understand the lifestyle portion of it.
Well, the bounce back pounds, and they usually come out more than what you started with, correct?
They do. It's funny. I've worked with a lot of people, and the thing is, I'm very successful with people, but I have had a couple of people come back, and they come back heavier than what they started with. And it's heartbreaking to me to know how much work they went through to lose 30, 40, 50 pounds, whatever it was, and then come back 60 pounds overweight, maybe a year later. But it doesn't take long. It's funny. You have a certain number of fat cells when you're born, and those fat cells fill up. And when you lose, when they're all full, okay, you've gained weight, and your body has stored energy. Once you lose weight, the fat cells are still there. They're just smaller in size. And I know the cells that I have in my body right now are waiting for me to overeat because they're looking to fill up again. And it's just the way we're evolutionary-wise, we're basically programmed to store as much energy as we can for that famine that never seems to come for us. It just never shows up the next day.
Let's touch on a couple points on the nutrition. Are there certain foods that are you outline in your program that are better than others? Are there certain types of drinks or certain times of the day you should eat or not eat? Let's touch base on that step one first.
Okay, breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
And I don't eat breakfast. My wife reminds me of that every day. And again, I won't take a little bit of heat from you because you're a professional, but why is breakfast the most important? A cigarette and water is good for me, but no.
It sets the tone for the rest of the day. You know, there's an old saying, eat breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, and dinner like a pauper. And we eat exactly in the wrong way. In other words, your biggest meal of the day, if we did it correctly, should be breakfast. What it does is it gives your body a start in the morning, and I ask the people that I work with to have breakfast within 1 hour of getting up. When you think about it for a minute, you've been sleeping all night, your body's been replenishing itself, your metabolism has dropped, okay, because you're sleeping. You get up in the morning and you don't have anything to eat. You go to work and it's 3 hours later, now you have a bagel or whatever. And the thing is, you wasted 3 hours of time. Your body has not gone into the full calorie burn mode. Your metabolism is still low from the night before. So when you have something within an hour of getting up in the morning, you burn more calories right off the bat. Plus, again, you're not starving. I have people have breakfast, and they have a mid-morning snack, lunch, afternoon snack, dinner, and an evening snack. And the snacks and then the meals are whole grain cereals, oatmeal, eggs in the morning. You can have well-cooked bacon. You can have Canadian bacon. Whole grain cereals. There's many, many things you can use for breakfast, but again, it's a good, solid breakfast. And then the snacks turn out, they can 1 ounce of nuts a day. Almonds or walnuts are the ones that I recommend, but 1 ounce a day. You can have, 20 in the morning, or you can have 10 in the morning and 10 in the afternoon, because 20 is about 1 serving of nuts. And fruits, yogurt, cheese snacks, cheese roll-ups, ham and cheese roll-ups. Lunch is a salad, maybe soup and a sandwich, whole grain breads, and ham or turkey. Afternoon snack can be, again, anything that you've had before. It can be yogurt again. It can be cheese stick. It can be V8 with some crackers. Dinner, lean protein of some kind. Fish is the best. Chicken is second. Beef or pork is third. But fish is one of the most easily digested.